Hey everyone, Max at the microphone again, and today something weird happened. For the first time in years, the developers of Counter-Strike 2 published a full-fledged announcement of the next update a week before its release. In addition to this, I have info about a major update and a fix for the anti-cheat. But while you have time, check out Skins Monkey. Use code GABEN and get up to a $5 bonus. Select a few of your current skins, pick a new one in the same price range and exchange your old and ugly CSGO items to something new and shiny from Counter-Strike 2. Use code GABEN and buy skins much cheaper with a 30 plus 5% top-up bonus. Skins Monkey, links and my code down below. A few weeks ago, devs confirmed rumors about the replacement of Vertigo in the competitive pool. Despite the community's guesses, instead of the updated Overpass, the choice fell on the remake of Train. And today, they finally made a huge announcement not only about the maps, but also about cool changes in Premier Mode. Back at the release of Counter-Strike 2, according to the configs in the game files, it was clear that the season would change every 6 months, but we have been waiting for the end of the first season for almost 2 years, and now we finally know when it will happen. According to the developers, a major update will be released next week and everyone who managed to get a rank in the first season will receive a complimentary medal in their in-game profile. The first medal will be the same for everyone, but after the end of the second season, the color of the next medal will depend on your rank. Clicking on the medal will display detailed statistics for the entire season, showing your progress in ranks, maps and other categories. The interesting thing is that they announced in advance that the second season will end after the next major in Austin, which will be held from June 6th to 22nd. So you have 6 months to get the best rank possible. I think a lot of you are going to start whining why would they do that when the whole ladder is going to be filled with cheaters. And I have some information that will answer your question a little later. In addition to Premiere, we should expect some interesting gameplay changes. In a public blog post, the developers announced a price reduction for the M4A4, which will now cost $2,900, the same as the M4A1S. Along with this, the price change and improvements to the FAMAS, or rather some changes in the spread while standing and sitting. And of course, they may have a few more tricks up their sleeve that have not yet been announced. Honestly, it could be anything, as over the past 2 years we have seen leaks of clothing and grenade skins, new game modes like retake, some weird pet cosmetics, new weapons, a winterized remake of Cobblestone and much more. Of the most obvious changes, we should definitely expect some new items in the armory, since the limited Deagle offer is already over. This could be a new case, sticker capsules, new collections or agent patches. Unfortunately, we should not expect a Danger Zone remake in the near future. Despite the large number of leaks regarding new items and features in this mode, the developers have higher priority tasks that require more time. This was reported by the hosts of the Talking Counter podcast in episode 121.
In that case, I need to tell everybody that Danger Zone will not be making a return.
Ah, shit.
I'm actually serious about that.
Did you talk to them at the major?
About Danger Zone?
Just in general?
We did talk about it, but I can't say what they said.
Yeah.
We'll just keep an eye on Chad's Twitter, and you'll know what they said.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think Danger Zone's coming back.
Cool.
And now to the most important topic, which is obviously on the minds of many people in the community. What about anti-cheat, and when will Valve finally pay attention to the problem of cheaters? So let me tell you, I have some extremely exciting news. I think you may have noticed that over the last year we have seen random spikes of VAC bans. At the same time, all sorts of strings related to improvements of anti-cheat were leaked in game updates. And finally, the developers added fuel to the fire, first by announcing Overwatch for a limited group of users, and then by openly revealing the testing of VACnet 3.0. Over the past 2 weeks, I have spoken with a large number of people from the cheat industry in the West Asia and the CIS. Among them were coders, owners and ordinary guys who are researching how anti-cheat works in Counter-Strike 2. There is a lot of information and it is hard to fit it into a short video, so if you want a separate one with all the details, let me know in the comments. For the last few months, the developers turned on and off various anti-cheat modules. It could be a whole week or a few hours, the duration was always completely random, so cheat coders could not find the exact patterns. In addition to these tests, the developers regularly monitored the false positives of the anti-cheat, and I think you remember several waves where perfectly normal players were banned and then unbanned after a few days. Each of these modules was responsible for detecting certain functions in all existing cheats. First of all, of course, we are talking about the most obvious rage hacks, spinners, aim assist, and so on. But last month the developers casually enabled all modules at the same time, and according to my information, the results are extremely positive. After the bad actor activates at least one function and it works for about a round, the VACnet bot connects to the server and actively monitors further actions. Externally, it looks like the bot is connected to the client side and not just analyzing the server, as a suspicious player will always experience a slight lag and FPS drop at the time of connection. If the player continues to behave suspiciously, he will be kicked from the server within 5 rounds and his account will be banned for 1 day. This ban significantly reduces the player's trust factor, and if he continues to play on this account within 2 weeks, his trust factor will not increase and he will be cooked in hell with other cheaters. The more they allow suspicious players to stay in the game without banning them outright, the more data they get, and if the developers are so confident in the announcement of the second season right now, I think we should expect the full rollout of VACnet 3.0, so leave a banana emoji in the comments if you want.